ski, track.
Let y'all hear something with me and my homie Richie Rich, double R.
Yeah. The almighty EA ski track. Yeah. Hey.
We ain't wasting no time, getting straight to the cash. Didn't wanna count it too fast, had a double bag. And we came from nothing, so you wouldn't understand. Whole lot of pains every time that I double back. Made a few flips, had a double that. Making boss moves, it don't matter where I'm at. Keep it chrome in the ride, so you know I never lack. I ain't taking chances, so I'm a double back.
Spin Tacoma, dropped the pack off. Said he was doing bad, so I knocked the rack off. I had some game in the room I had to check on. And I'm the type of nigga who name you put some spec on. I hope this nigga do the right thing. Look, he better come back with the right chain. I'd hate to have to hit him with the flame. Shit, but that's part of the game. Look, now you gon' run me my money, I'ma give you some trouble. Think I'm finna let it slide, then back I'ma double. Told you when I dropped it off what you needed to pay me. You the type of nigga take my shit, then try to play me. Well look, I'm the type of nigga to bust back. And you gon' run it in, trust that. Shit, let it slide, nigga, fuck that. Ski, flip a bitch, we finna double back.
We ain't wasting no time, getting straight to the cash. Didn't wanna count it too fast, had a double bag. And we came from nothing, so you wouldn't understand. Whole lot of pains every time that I double back. Made a few flips, had a double that. Making boss moves, it don't matter where I'm at. Keep it chrome in the ride, so you know I never lack. I ain't taking chances, so I'm a double.
I'm EA from the O, reppin' CA for show. Got a clip full of hits, double back with the flow. You need a hit, I got fire and plus some drum kits. And a beat machine nerves can go dumb with. Stupid, I'm down with Richie, moving hits through the city. We so heavy on vinyl, DJs get itchy. Built the empire on production and dope rhymes. And all the homies on the block get richer from dope crimes. I ain't got that kind of time for the police. I'm in the starship in the crib cooking mo beats. See, I be decorating walls, halls full of platinum and gold. Another track, another million souls. Beating up the track like a pimp in the hole while I'm staying solidified in the midst of the O. All that trolling on your computer is whack. You gon' make your block hot if I have to double back.
We ain't wasting no time, getting straight to the cash. Didn't wanna count it too fast, had a double bag. And we came from nothing, so you wouldn't understand. Whole lot of pains every time that I double back. Made a few flips, had a double that. Making bounce moves, it don't matter where I'm at. Keep it chrome in the ride, so you know I never lack. I ain't taking chances, so I'm a double back.
Little song me and Rich doing, we probably gonna shoot a video for, man. Tell me how y'all feel about it. I'm gonna play it one more time.
Yeah. The almighty EA ski track. Yeah. Hey.
We ain't wasting no time, getting straight to the cash. Didn't wanna count it too fast, had a double bag. And we came from nothing, so you wouldn't understand. Whole lot of pains every time that I double back. Made a few flips, had a double that. Making boss moves, it don't matter where I'm at. Keep it chrome in the ride, so you know I never lack. I ain't taking chances, so I'm a double back.
Spin Tacoma, dropped the pack off. Said he was doing bad, so I knocked the rack off. I had some game in the room I had to check on. And I'm the type of nigga who name you put some spec on. I hope this nigga do the right thing. Look, he better come back with the right chain. I'd hate to have to hit him with the flame. Shit, but that's part of the game. Look, now you gon' run me my money, I'ma give you some trouble. Think I'm finna let it slide, then back I'ma double. Told you when I dropped it off what you needed to pay me. You the type of nigga take my shit, then try to play me. Well look, I'm the type of nigga to bust back. And you gon' run it in, trust that. Shit, let it slide, nigga, fuck that. Ski, flip a bitch, we finna double back.
We ain't wasting no time, getting straight to the cash. Didn't wanna count it too fast, had a double bag. And we came from nothing, so you wouldn't understand. Whole lot of pains every time that I double back. Made a few flips, had a double that. Making bounce moves, it don't matter where I'm at. Keep it chrome in the ride, so you know I never lack. I ain't taking chances, so I'm a double.
I'm EA from the O, reppin' CA for show. Got a clip full of hits, double back with the flow. You need a hit, I got fire and plus some drum kits. And a beat machine nerves can go dumb with. Stupid, I'm down with Richie, moving hits through the city. We so heavy on vinyl, DJs get itchy. Built the empire on production and dope rhymes. And all the homies on the block get richer from dope crimes. I ain't got that that kind of time for the police. I'm in the starship in the crib cooking mo beats. See, I be decorating walls, halls full of platinum and gold. Another track, another million souls. Beating up the track like a pimp in the hole while I'm staying solidified in the midst of the O. All that trolling on your computer is whack. You gon' make your block hot if I have to double back.
We ain't wasting no time, getting straight to the cash. Didn't wanna count it too fast, had a double back. And we came from nothing, so you wouldn't understand. Whole lot of bands every time that I double back. Made a few flips, had a double that. Making bounce moves, it don't matter where I'm at. Keep it growing in the ride, so you know I never lack. I ain't taking chances, so I'm a double back.
A double back. Yeah. What up, what up, what up? Salute, salute to all my people, all my riders, man. Just been in the studio, man. Me and Rich, we did that a little bit. We've been working on some stuff. If you've seen, Rich been all out on the blogs. Y'all ain't checked him out on Big Boy. He's been talking about his relationship with Tupac and all the stuff that he's been going through and just his legacy, man. So if y'all don't know about Richie Rich, man, legendary, man, was one of the first artists that was from here, that was from Oakland, California, that was on Def Jam, which is major because everybody, I know myself, I wanted to be on Def Jam back in the day. So he was one of the ones that came from our soil that was able to really, really, show that he had to, had that credibility to go to Def Jam. So that's fire. That's legendary in itself, especially the way Def Jam was back in the day. We all want to be on Def Jam. So big shout out to my brother Double R, Richie Rich, whatever you want to call him. Go check out his Big Boy interview. It's crazy. If y'all haven't seen the Big Boy interview, what's really dope about my brother Richie Rich, man, is that his articulation game is crazy. You would think coming from, Oakland, California, we'd just be like, yeah, what's up, blah, blah. His articulation and the way he does his interviews is so intriguing and very inspiring because he showed that, yeah, you can be from the hood, you can come from that environment, but you definitely know how to speak and definitely know how to translate your words. And I'm really proud of my brother, man. If anybody's seen the little Russell thing he did in the backyard, he had messed up his leg, jumping. And but he was willing to put that out there and not be embarrassed and still say, hey, man, stuff happens, man. So, that's what a real OG do. A real OG show you that, man, we're not exempt to getting embarrassed. We're not exempt to stuff happening. You know what I'm saying? Stuff happened to real people. But the way he dealt with it was so it's like it never happened. And I think that's just a learning lesson that people need to understand that, don't let nothing intimidate you. Don't let nobody, people gonna troll you. People gonna try to, you go through some real life stuff. People gonna shame you. But the way he dealt with that whole situation, was just such G-like, is just incredible. So, yeah, y'all go check my brother Double R out, man. Go check out the Big Boy interview. Really, really dope interview. Him just talking about the relationship with him and Pac and the changes and just is real deep. You know what I'm saying? So y'all go check my homie out. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my brother. We was just in the gym together the other day. And hopefully we'll get a chance to shoot a video to this double back. So I just want to get y'all a chance to hear a little bit of what we've been working on. And man, that's what's up, man. Constantly working. Ice Mike, I'm gonna be hitting you, brother. So be looking forward to that, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit you up soon. Hi, A-Ski. If you don't know, if you fired your old trainer, but your trainer now got you starting to look like the Ultimate Warrior. Oh man, that's crazy, man. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man. Just just going hard, man. You know what I'm saying, man. It's to me, I'm inspired, man. I want to thank everybody, man. For me to get on here every day and talk to y'all, I want y'all to see that I'm inspired, not just talking, but, living it, So if you're seeing the change in my physique, if you're seeing the change in the way I'm looking, man, it's because I really am trying to work really hard. I'm really trying to dial in even harder than I've ever did and just do some incredible things to keep my spirit great, to keep my body great. I look at my daughter, she's getting big every day. And that's inspiration for me, man. Along with the music, I still love music. I still love hip hop. I still love the culture. So, I told you it go hand in hand. And, I have to practice what I preach as well as talk to y'all about, spirituality, mental, physical health. So I've been, posting a little stuff, posting a little bit of my workouts. I just hope that it inspires. Like, I'm not going to capture everybody, man. I'm not I'm not an idiot, bro. Like, one thing I know is that some people are gonna it's gonna take them a while for them to jump on the train of doing what's right. You know, you have some people that are just stuck in their own way that they'll never move forward. And I get that. Even when I'm talking about converters and sound, some people just like, man, fuck you, whatever, ski. I'm gonna do it how I do it, and that's cool. I'm not really here to talk to the ones that set in their minds. I'm here to talk to people to make them think, hey, man, there is a better way to do this. There is another way that we can do it where we can get the longevity out of this. And so my conversation is always for the ones that want longevity, that want to be here for a while, that want to give themselves the best opportunity that God has given us, you know, because I think we take God's blessing as a joke, you know, and it's not a joke. You know, you just see we lost Irv Gotti, you know, rest in peace to Irv Gotti. Irv Gotti was the first dude that introduced me to DMX. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to do that. You know, because I was just up at Def Jam and I was just chopping it up with him. And he's like, hey, man, Ski, come hang out with me. And he took me, man, DMX. That's the first time I met DMX. You know what I mean? So I know Irv had his thing with 50 and all the stuff that we've heard about Irv. But at the end of the day, man, we're losing great people, man. There's no reason to lose people at 54 years old. That's still young. That's super young, you know. And like I said again, man, I just hope that I can inspire. Like I said again, whatever God has in store for us, he has in store for us. We're not promised to live no age. But if you're not giving yourself the chance to live, that's even worse. You know, God could take any of us any day, but at least give yourself the chance to say, hey, you know, I know that can happen, but I still want to give myself, I don't want to just do it to myself, if that makes sense, you know? So I'm just out there trying to inspire y'all, man, working out. I've been getting a lot of praise for the workouts, and people be like, damn, man, you know, like my man said, the Ultimate Warrior. And I'm pushing hard, man. I want to be better than I've ever been. With the knowledge that I have too much knowledge just to be doing things the same way. And this is what I'm trying to teach on this page. Most of y'all, like I said, we've established that we're pretty much up in age. There's no reason for cats, unless you're 17 on here, 18, in your early 20s. There's no way that we should be doing things the same way and getting the same bad results. And I'm firm on that. So thank you so much for the words, my brother. I appreciate it, man. Black Sea was good, man. And he kept busting his verse while it carried him off stage. Yes, sir. That's the definition of a veteran. That's the definition of a veteran. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Man, I didn't know Irv passed. Yes, passed away, man. DeWitt, man. That track you just played is fire. What's the name of it? It's called Double Back. It's called Double Back. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully I'll play it again, you know what I'm saying, as we end the live so y'all can hear it again. But yeah, man, Double R, man, he's always had that great voice and whole night. But yeah, getting back to the Irv Gotti thing, yeah, you know, it was shocking to me too, man, because I'm like, damn, Irv, you passed away. Like, it's just, I don't think people really understand, you know. Time is ticking for us, man. What's good with it, Els? Blessings to you, my brother. Time is ticking, man. We got to take stuff seriously, man, and we got to try to change our eating. As you know, these food companies, the FDA and all of them, they're not playing fair. You know, they got all of this stuff in our food, stuff that we don't even read the back of our food. We just like eat it, you know. So we fighting the losing battle, y'all. So we gotta be proactive in our own. That means that when you fighting the losing battle, where even your organic food is not healthy, you know, just everything, they just got us in a trap. You better start finding your own self-discipline ways to try to counterattack that. And nobody's going to give you the formula if you don't have the self-discipline to do it, you know. Let's take care of our bodies and mind. I find moderation to be the best way. Maybe a burger once a month, no fried food, zero sugars, only fruits. Yeah, I totally hear you, brother. And, you know, and that's something, and that comes with self-discipline, man. We've been on sugar for so long that it's like being on crack. You know, like, it's hard to get off this stuff. If we don't wing off this stuff slowly but surely, it's hard because we've been addicted to this stuff. Like, people don't understand why they call this the FDA, you know, Food and Drug Administration. It's drugs. We're pumped up with food that's drugged with heavy sugar that it's hard to get off. That's why when we do go on a diet, we go into cold sweats because we're not used to certain things that ain't in our body, like sugar. We're addicted to having something sugary, you know. It's a cold game, man. That's why, you know, it's hard for a person to point, you're on drugs. You're on drugs. Yeah, you on drugs too. You on food drugs. Look at your belly. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, that's why you don't point the finger at anybody, man. You know, everybody's addicted to something. You know, there's people that's addicted to sex and lust. You know, so you know, we should just pray for people, man, and try to make sure that we can just get better and continue to be inspired. So you don't want to be hooked. You want to be hooked on something that's productive and positive, that motivates you and uplifts you. Like, that's why this music community, I love the music community. I just hate that we're addicted to being lethargic and complacent. You know, my movement is to change our thinking. Like, a lot of y'all could be great with your music, but you got this bad way of thinking about who you are, or you don't really believe. So you take these shortcuts, you take this and you do this and you do that. And I'm just like, bro, you better off not even doing music. If you're not going to take it seriously and you're just going to play around with it and it's just a joke, and then but you get on here and you talk like it's serious, that's just crazy, man. I want to hear EA Ski and Dale, the Funky Homosapien EP, both Oakland legends. Man, that's what's up, sir. Yeah, Irv was only 54. That caught me off guard. I've been playing that Thug Lovin' he produced with Ja Rule and Bobby Brown heavy lately. Prayers for his family. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cook your own food, tons of vegetables. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Coffee, sugar, and crack is the same thing. That's deep. That's deep. Yeah, man, you know, listen, y'all. This is one of the biggest reasons why I tell y'all on this page, this ain't just music. This everything that we talk about affects you in life. It's not so. Even if we're talking music, we're talking, okay, how do we make a change to make our music great? Self-discipline. We're talking health. How do we change our health? Self-discipline. We're talking about mental. How do we change that? Prayer. Self-discipline. Everything that I'm talking about that deals with us has to do with self-discipline. That's just the reality. You can't just sit up there and watch TV and love and hip hop and you just watching stuff and you're not educating your mind to get something that's going to inspire you, man. You got to get something that's going to inspire you, bro. Real talk. Real talk, man. It's not easy going and getting up and working out. That's hard. That's hard. Especially if you're working out hard. Like, I'm not talking about you just going to the gym and just, you know, you got cats that be in the gym and they be on the treadmill reading a book. You be like, bro, you just playing right now. You ain't even serious. You just on there just reading a book, going through the motion. You know what I mean? But with that being said, man, I just hope cats just stay inspired, man. That's the reality of that. But on a side note, man, hold on. It's time to get it. Blessings to all. Grab these days. You're alive by the horns and mold your future. I love you. You're alive. You have breath. You can create and shape your future. Do it now. Lex P, that's good words, bro. It's good words. Anything hard to get is worth having. I think so. I think so, bro. Listen, the best feeling in life, bro, is when you know that you worked hard and can't nobody take it from you. Y'all know the definition of a commodity, of being a commodity? Being a commodity is when you know that people gotta have that. Like, they need that. They need that. You want to put yourself in the center. Any of y'all that's doing production, one of the best feelings in the world is when you start having people knocking on your door on the regular saying, man, I need that track you got, Kenneth Green. I need that track you got, Els. I need that track you got, Pat Banks. I need that track you got, Black Seed. I need that track you got, Mantique. Like, whoever is making tracks and beats, the strongest feeling in the world is when people are knocking on your door and you're not chasing them down like, hey, man, I got beats. You want to check out my beats? When you got to go chase people down to get them to believe in your vision, you're pretty much going to lose. That means that you're going to wind up 9 times out of 10 selling your soul because you want to be in a space so bad that you'll sell your soul to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's not a good feeling. That's not a good feeling. I've seen cats, man, that I respect. I'll never say their names because to each his own. Who am I to judge another man on how he feels he needs to feed his family? I've just been always different. I felt like I don't want to exploit what I love. And hear me clear. I don't want to exploit what I love. Now, I've already told you the definition of God is love. God is love. He loved all of us, love everything. That's why he sent Jesus here to repent, so we can repent. So if God is love, I'm not going to exploit what I love. I'm going to give you a prime example of what I mean by that. And I'm pretty sure anybody that makes dope beats or some type of beats will understand this conversation. It's going to get a little raunchy, but bear with me. When I was coming up, you know, you had females starting to come in the game, and they were starting to, do their thing. I got so heavy with my production that I had females like, oh man, I want to get a track. I want to get a track. Well, I'm not going to say all females, but let's just say majority of females, they have a way with trying to get a track without paying, if you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? If you know what I mean, say yes. If you know what I mean, say yes before I continue this story. So, and I'm talking about, man, you know, for whatever reason, man, I don't know. The women back in the day just was so much beautiful than the women today. I guess because they just was natural. They had real hair, just real bodies. It wasn't none of this phony stuff. So for some unknown reason, they was just gorgeous, just drop dead gorgeous. But I used to see a lot of my homies, and they were like, man, I was like, man, you know, you did the track with her? Yeah, you know, we dating now. I'm like, you dating her? Like, yeah, you know, she wanted me to do some music for her, and we just started hooking up. See, I never played that game, bro. That's something I would never do, man. I got a song, I think, called Collateral Damage. I can't remember it because it was like a freestyle. And I got women that would hit me and they'd be flirting like, hey, man, Ski, I love your beats, boom, boom. We need to go hang out, man. Just chill, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I need my money. I told a female how much I charge. She's like, you gonna charge me that? Yeah. Who do you think you are? Listen, man, it ain't no woman bad enough in the world that can make me exploit my craft, man. And I think this is the reason why I've been able to be here so long, man, because I just didn't do the things that cats would do. You know, cats will do anything and exploit their craft, man. It's like, that's why I'm here right now. When I spoke up on the stuff that I was speaking up for converters, the average person is not going to speak the way I speak. You know why? Because they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit what y'all have. They don't care if you sound whack. You know why? Because majority of people, you know what I hear most people say when they talk? Oh, well, you know, I don't speak on that because I know how to do it. Yeah, bitch, but they don't know how to do it. That's the worst person you can be to speak from your own perspective. I hear all of these people talking, well, you know, I know how to do it the right way. Yeah, motherfucker, but they don't know how to do it the right way. And this is what I'm trying to teach. It's like everybody talks, all of these dudes that know how to do it the right way say how they know how to do it. But what about these kids that's doing it the wrong way? And you're not telling them if they do it like that, they don't understand the gray area stuff on why they're not going and moving forward. We are in the era of the worst men in the world. I'm just going to keep it on the record. We got the worst men in the world. We don't have alpha males no more. We have sissies. A bunch of sissies running around being passive aggressive, choosing and picking who they want to attack. They'll bully a certain person that they feel they can and then step away. Like, bro, I just don't like that, bro. I don't like it. I think it's whack. And I think this is the reason why cats can't grow. Cats can't grow. You exploiting the craft. You don't care about the craft. It's like, you know what I'm saying, women come in. Let me tell you something. A lot of people know about this female named Reese Marie. Black Seed, no, because Black Seed goes back with me, and some of y'all might know about her. But let me tell you what I respect about her. I met Reese back in 2011, 12, around the time I did Please. And she had just got out of a relationship, the whole nine, and she was just sitting on a certain amount of money. She wanted to do a track. And she wanted me to do like an EP on her. She didn't come exploiting herself, and she's a pretty woman. She didn't do none of that. She came to me straight up like, look, I love what you do. This is all I got. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if I should spend this money like that because, you know, she didn't have her job. She didn't have no job at that time. She was just banking on herself. And she said, you know, I'm coming to you to see what you can do. Do you know that she gave me 5 racks, 5,000? I'm putting it out there so you can understand how serious certain people be. And I said, I got you. And from that point on, I worked and I built and I built and I helped her and I helped her and I helped her even beyond that because of her dedication. See, some of y'all don't understand. You won't put the money up. Do you know that when you put some money up and you invest in somebody, somebody might say, you know what? I don't even want no more money from you. I'm going to help you from this point on because you showed incentive. But when you always, man, do this for me, do this, and you're trying to exploit people and you're trying to get them, hey, man, I'm going to give you some, I'll give you some pussy because, nah, man, that ain't, nah. No. One of the best things you can do in this business is put your money up and people will see that you committed. And you'll be amazed on how many times people want to probably do something for you without no money because they see that you invested. But you always taking shortcuts. You always trying to figure out who you can hustle, who you can manipulate, how you can get this for cheap, how you can get that for cheap. And this is the reason why y'all cheap. It's the reason why y'all don't win. You don't win. It's always a hustle. It's always a mentality of trying to figure out how I can get the edge and get this for low, get this on the low. It's like, man, that's the reason why we don't win, bro. So I said all that to say, I've never been a person that allowed any female to come in my studio and manipulate me. That'll never happen and never have happened. And I'm very proud to say that because I've watched so many of my dudes. And man, I've watched a dude get in a relationship with a female and did all of this stuff. And as soon as he got her big, she went on and started messing with another dude, messing with his op. Got her hot. And as soon as she got hot, she went and messed with his op. And never looked back. And never looked back. This is what happens, man, when you play yourself and you don't know and stand on your values, bro. You know, I know there's some people that hear my name and they be like, man, that's that converter nigga. I'd rather you say that than to say, oh man, he just doing it. Man, I seen a dude, I ain't gonna say his name, that wasn't liking the 3.0, didn't like it at all. Like, man, you know, I want to stick my 2. Now all of a sudden, man, I think I'll just stick with the 3.0 and just move forward. Shut up. I don't like that, bro. Man, bro, I'm gonna tell you, bro, that stuff, I just ain't cut from that, bro. I'm just not cut from that. Stand on what you stand on, bro. Like, I'm just not cut from that. Just that wishy-washy. How do you trust a person that just, like, dude, how do you make a friend and be cool with a person that, oh yeah, it's all good. No, it's not good. Oh yeah, it's good. No, it's not good. Yeah, it's good. Maybe. No, not good. Yeah, it's good. No, maybe. Kinda. What kind of nigga we dealing with out here, man? Like, bro, all that all over the place, bro. It's just, that's just, nah, man. Nah. I'm sorry, bro. That wishy-washy stuff is not gonna fly, bro. And this is a big reason why the community is jacked up, because y'all follow these people and you sit there and they do it right in front of your face. And it's like, well, that's okay. You know, yeah, he changed his mind. But, bro, you change your mind every day. Every single day. I don't like this. No, I don't like it. Yeah, this is pretty cool, huh? Yeah. Nah. But that's what we in, bro. We in that type of world now. We just in a world where people just, you know, They'll say anything and do anything. And a lot of times they do it because they're peer pressure to do stuff, or they feel like they're missing out on something. It's like, listen, you know, I know how these companies are. These companies could put you in a situation where they'll put your back against the wall. Oh, so you hating on my stuff, huh? Okay, well, watch the next thing we do. You won't get a. See, man, bro, cats are out here wanting products so bad that they will sell their integrity to talk about a company so high, knowing they're giving us trash. I'll never do that, man. I don't care how much I like a company. I owe it. Listen, I know all of us is on here and we're a community, and I love y'all. I love every last one of y'all. Man, my legacy speaks for itself. So you know what I've done, you know my history, so I'm not here to brag about that. But what I am not going to do is be that person that just be out here and just mislead people and misguide them. Your blessings don't come like that. And I tell anybody on here, if you know better, you do better. So this ain't just based about me. This is about what I try to teach people in general. If you know what's righteous, you do what's righteous. Yes, I'm from the streets of Oakland, but if I see a person do something bad to somebody, I'm telling. Because I'm not in the streets of Oakland where I'm a bad guy. I'm not a villain. I'm a law-abiding citizen. You understand what I'm saying? I don't live by those codes. I remember my daughter one time told me, this funny. My daughter told me this one time when she was in high school. A girl did something in school, got her in trouble. They both got in trouble. I asked her, well, what went on? She's like, well, she did it, but I didn't want to be a snitch. I said, what? This is what happens to the kids. Kids don't even know the real definition of being a snitch. They don't understand. And I said, well, okay, so then I had to break it down to her. I said, well, do you feel like you got the same personality as her? Because it seemed like she don't give a shit. No, I didn't. I asked her not to do it, but I didn't want her to think that I was snitching on her. I said, well, that's why you about to get your ass whipped with this belt. Because if you know that you don't live her life, you better tell. Because you're not a snitch when you're trying to do righteous. You don't let people do wrong and put you in a snitch box. You're not a snitch. You're a law-abiding citizen. That's your job to let people know she's wrong, she's hurting us all, and that's that. Now, if you live like she live and she's wicked, no, then you stick together. You don't talk. You just keep your mouth closed. I don't think people understand what that really means, what snitching means. So now you got innocent kids don't want to tell and getting bullied because they're like, oh, man, I'm going to be a snitch. No, you're going to get your ass whooped because you're a good kid. And you're letting these people turn you to be something that you're not because you believing in these codes that ain't your codes. You was raised up a certain way. I didn't raise you like that. I raised you to be righteous. So you let these kids get you in trouble if you won't, because you're going to get these snitch prints on your butt. Like, man, dude, I'm a cold salve, bro. I don't like that stuff, man. I know a lot of cats in the streets. I don't live their life. Half my homies that was in the streets doing their thing, I cut them off. Like, look, bro, I love you. When I see you, what's up? Keep it moving. Keep it moving, man. People around the streets, and this is why the music is so tarnished now, because people trying to still live the street persona. It's like, bro, I don't care about that stuff. I don't care about that stuff. You live your life, man, and be righteous, bro. That's it. Now, I ain't saying nobody's perfect. I'm just saying we're not just deliberately trying to be going out here and being wicked, neither. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody perfect. I'm not saying, oh, I'm just this perfect. No, I'm just saying that I live righteous and I try to do everything the righteous way. Man, there may be days when something might go on, you might handle it a little bit more aggressively than what you might. Then that's why you pray on it. But other than that, no, man, you don't just go out here and just be wicked, man. You know? So, man, I'll just be trying to tell people, man, a lot of this stuff that I'm talking about has to do with our personality when we building our beats and we doing our music and we're trying to pursue our careers. You can't pursue a career when you're indecisive. You can't pursue a career when you're indecisive on what you stand on. That's why you see people going back and forth and retracting their statements. Oh, yeah, well, no, my bad. You know, you should have shut up in the first place. Bro, I don't like to speak on stuff I don't know. I don't. I got to call somebody that I could talk to that I'll be like, hey, man, listen, tell me what's up with that. I'm calling in my great friends. I'm calling in my great homies. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, cats be out here trying to speak on everything. And it's like, bro, this is why people are not winning, bro. But like I said, again, indecisiveness is the reason why a lot of y'all are going to have problems. A lot of y'all are sitting back right now saying, man, I'm not for sure. That right there, you're already lost. I don't care how many drum machines you get with whatever logos and signs of the brand on there. You could take your phone, you could put in the best lighting in your house and in your studio, and you could start shooting all kinds of footage all day long. That's not going to make that beat machine make you a hit record if you're indecisive on who you are and what you stand for. I don't know if that's going to penetrate your brain or not, but I'm just telling you right now, if you don't make a firm decision that you stand on something and you believe in what you're doing, you're going to have a very hard time doing anything that's going to be great in music or in life. You got to be firm, homie. You got to be firm. People want to win, but they got to understand you got to put something out. You, like they say with Lotto, you got to be in it to win it. Even though I think Lotto was a scam, but I'm just saying you can't win anything if you ain't in the game. You can't win anything if you ain't in the game. If Mr. Hilby doesn't take the chance and make his own tube mic and just sit up there and look at all these other people making mics and stuff like that, he would have never been up for a tech award. If Young Guru is not doing what he's doing and saying, you know what, I'm going to start building my own shit. I'm tired of this nonsense. This is ridiculous. I know this stuff can be done and they're not doing it, so I'm going to do it. Then he would never get what he want out what he's doing and the great stuff that he's working on. All of these people that made these geniuses products, man, they all started from just believing in what they could do. Man, I'm no different than y'all, man. I come from East Oakland. A lot of y'all come from different environments, urban areas or suburban areas where you come from that have a big dream. But part of the dream is you got to be committed. Part of your dream of being successful is you have to be committed. You're going to have to risk your money, homie. If you want to be a true boss where you can really get the benefits from it, you're going to have to say, man, when you tell your story and you do be successful, because you can be successful, you'll be able to say, look, I had to put my money up. You don't want your story to be like, well, yeah, he spent a bunch of money on me and, you know, now I'm broke and now I'm repaying him and recouping all my money back from him because he spent That ain't the story you want to have. A lot of y'all got some money. Like, I know times is hard, but y'all got money for whatever you want. You know, I know that's an ongoing joke that I say all the time. You got money for strippers and weed and drugs and, you know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, you got money for hand oil. What I mean by hand oil, I mean, I told you, I'll be on the internet with, I mean, you spend probably about $2,000 a week on hand oil. So you're not going to save no money to make sure your stuff is recorded right and tracked out right and mixed and mastered. Cats spend money on what they want to spend money on. Y'all went out there and bought so much hand oil. Y'all worse than Diddy. I go over to one of y'all houses, man, and I just come through and you just got a table full of hand oil. The best way to lubricate your hands. Come on, man. Come on, man. I mean, look. Ain't nobody gonna make you work hard if you don't want to work hard. Ain't nobody gonna, like I say, we ain't in the 90s no more. We talked about this with Bolo. There ain't no A&Rs no more. There ain't no artist development no more, man. Where cats come and see the potential of what you got and say, you know what, I like that. And look, I'm going to try to get you a deal over here, get you a deal over here. It's every man for himself now, y'all. So if y'all got this delusional thought that you're going to get put on by somebody or somebody going to hear your beats and put you on, you better put yourself on, all right? Any money you have, you better put it aside and put yourself on. Any money you have, you got 2-3 tracks that you think are bangers, you better try to save your money and go get it mixed and mastered by somebody that can make it pop out so you can give yourself a chance to present it to some professionals that can say, hey, man, what you want for this? Or we want to use that. That is your edge. But all of this just keep talking and talking and talking and just every day it's just another year going by and nobody's investing nothing in themselves. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. I'm really contemplating because I'm working on these new drums as we speak. And I'm really contemplating on calling it hand oil drums. Yeah. Hand oil drums. Yeah. And the cover just going to have just oily hands. It's crazy, man. It's crazy out here. But anyway, man, you know, yeah, you gotta think about what you're trying to do, man. Like every time we work, we have to believe that we can get it done. We got to believe that we can get it done. You know what I'm saying? So don't doubt yourself, man. Definitely believe in what you're doing and stay firm on it. Damn, Irv Gotti passed away. So, we talked about that earlier. Lex B. Rest in peace to Irv Gotti, man. Unfortunate, man. It's sad. It's very sad, man, because I watched these dudes in their heyday, man. You know what's really sad, though? And this is not me trying to, I'm going to say this in the best way that I can because y'all know I'm transparent, and this is not me disrespecting somebody that passed away. But this is just a reality check because we got to keep it real. I've watched Irv at his top game that you couldn't tell Irv nothing. He was just like, yeah, I got it, all the beefing and all the stuff he went with 50, like, and then you think about it, all of this stuff you've done, all this money you've made, all the success you've had, this and this and that, and you can't even live it out to enjoy it. It's depressing. It's depressing. You got to think he passed away, him and 50, they never made up and just said, man, let this stuff go. Like, bro, this is why I'm saying, man, there's having beef and not just trying to be cool with cats and just trying to say, man, even if you agree to disagree, just let it go, man. It's not worth it, bro. It's not worth it. You can't take this money with you, bro. I know a lot of people work hard to get money. That's one of the biggest things in people's minds every day. I got to get this money. Got to get this bag. You see cats, man. That's why I say you see cats that shield for these companies because they're trying to keep their views going. They trying to keep their subscribers in. They trying to stay relevant so they don't lose that bag. I gotta get this bag. I gotta get this bag, man. Listen, let me tell you something, man. I know this is going to be a hard pill to swallow from people that don't understand spirituality. There's no money in the world that's worth your spirituality, bro. And once you understand how powerful spirituality is and you get in tune with it, you are a rich man or a rich woman forever. When your spirituality supersedes money and superficial things, that is the most priceless feeling in the world. That's why I can literally not do stuff for anybody and turn stuff down because I know that God has something better for me. I don't have to exploit myself. I don't have to go out here like, hey, man, like you have people that just like, oh, well, he presented it, so I took it. Like all money ain't good money. All money ain't good money, man. We live our life every day chasing a dollar, man, and people wind up going dead saying, I went and did all of this and still broke. You know how many people chase money and they 65, 75 years old thinking they're going to retire and still need a job? They thought the system was going to help you once you get there. You thought you was going to make it. There's people that's been chasing money until they die, unhappy. I'm not saying that money is not a necessity for our living, but I'm saying you can't make it your God. And when you know God, God is going to provide. Now, you still have to be assertive. I'm not saying, okay, just sit back, eat pretzels and Cheetos. Money going to come today. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. You still have to be assertive, but you don't have to be a sucker and take everything that jumps on your plate because you're chasing the money so bad that you're just becoming a slave and a puppet to money. That's the worst thing you do. You just heard the conversation I had with Bolo. Shout out to Bolo too, man. Big shout out to him for coming on the platform and chopping it up with me, man. Nothing but love and respect. Is that a lot of the stuff that I've done in my career has been for free. You know what? That's funny. I was just talking about I've never sold myself to women coming at me sexually stuff. I'd rather do something free for you than to sell my soul out. And that's just real talk. I'd rather do something free for you and help you and put you in a situation than to just sell my soul just doing something for money. You know, one of the greatest things about me and Ice Cube relationship is because prior to him doing what he's doing right now, we never charged each other. It's always been love. And I remember when Cube did his deal with Interscope, and he was like, Ski, how much you gonna charge me? I was like, what? I ain't never charged you. What you talking about? He said, no. Now listen to me. So you hear whatever stories you want to hear, this coming directly out of my mouth. I've never charged Cube. Cube never charged me. We just got the love, which that love, right? When he did his deal with Interscope, he hit me. He said, no, bro, I'm about to pay you something, bro. You did a lot of great work for me. Boom, boom, boom. I'm about to cut something for you. And I didn't even know how to respond to that. I'm like, I don't want nothing. I didn't even know what to charge because I'm like, bro, you my homie. You know what I mean? But that just to show you, when you stand on what you stand on and people are real cats, they will do the right thing at some point in time, man. People, I never asked him for nothing, and he's been paying me ever since. And it's like, and it was no code because I never asked for nothing. You know, because I'd rather do stuff with cats I got love for than to just exploit myself. Just like if I charge somebody something, I'm charging you because I'm gonna put the love into what I'm doing. I'm not gonna do it because there's a lot of cats that's super popular that I would never do nothing for. Not because they're not popular, it's because I don't believe in it. That's another thing y'all gotta understand about being in this community. Just because somebody's popular don't mean that you should do it if you don't believe in it. I know people that were like, man, no, I don't like it, but I want to do something for it because it get me popular. See, that's where you go wrong. If you do something for somebody you don't believe in, you have just put a demonic curse around your blessings, bro. Because why would you, even if you could do it, why would you do something that you don't believe in? A lot of people do it all the time because they trying to get that bag. That's the worst thing that happened in hip hop is everybody talking about chase the bag, get that bag. That's the wrong message, man. That's the wrong message. The message should be, man, chase your spirituality, believe in God, and let God guide you to what you need. Because God gonna give you exactly what you need and nothing more than that. And if you become to love that and understand that, you're gonna prosper way more than the average person. I'm just being honest with you. You're gonna prosper more when you believe in your value. When you just start exploiting your stuff and you start doing this and doing that, there's just no way nobody can take you seriously, man. I mean, what's the difference between you exploiting your tracks and a female just having sex with all these men and now you pick her up? Oh, well, yeah, she was with Drake. She was with, saying him. You know, you're like, oh, I just want to be next in line. Yuck. Bro, when I see that, I cringe. When I see these people, you knew she was with him. You knew she was with him. You knew she was with him, and you right next in line. All 32 of your molars out. You don't want to solicit yourself like that, bro. You want to be special, man. You want to be when people come to you like, man, dude, damn, you got a track from such and such. That's why when you hear about Dre, you be like, damn, Dre did that. We curious because Dre don't just do like, damn, Dre did that. Oh, I gotta hear it because we know Dre ain't gonna just do anything. He just ain't gonna do it. He don't care what it is. Dr. Dre turned Michael Jackson down. He just ain't gonna do it, man. No matter what. He gonna have to want to love to do it. Ski, you mean believe in that person's character or their artistry? Yes. I mean, you got to believe in a person's character and artistry, man. When you deal with anybody, I tell anybody, man, when you working with somebody, I know cats that had money. I'm talking about sitting on like $500,000. But their character was very arrogant. And they was like, yeah, you know, I'm doing this with this person. I'm doing this with that person. I mean, that's all they did was just talking about who they was working with, this and this and that. To the point where I was like, bro, do you want to work with me? Or do you want to just name drop all the people you work with to try to make me think that I should be a part of your product because of all these people you work with? That's the worst person to deal with. Is a person that's telling you, yeah, man, I did this song with this person, and I got this on the album, yeah, man, I'm coming to get you. Well, you just basically saying I'm gonna be the next hoe in line to do something. I reject those projects, man, because you're not with me for that. You're putting people on your album because of popularity. You're not putting people on your album because you're trying to build a great album. You're trying to build a name album. That's why most people that goes for the names and go for all the high-end producers, they make bad albums because there's no cohesiveness in there. And that's kind of what Dre was talking about. When you're using all these different producers and this and that, yeah, on paper, it looks good. It reminds me of the Los Angeles Lakers. Remember when the Lakers had that super dream team? They had Shaq, Kobe, Karl Malone, Gary Payton, I mean, they just had the team was so stacked. It was crazy. It was no way they were supposed to not win the NBA championship. But for whatever reason, they lost. Because on paper, it's just like, man, there's no way you can lose. But that's what happens, man, when you go into stuff on just arrogant, just an arrogant mindset. Like, I don't make records based upon, oh, this person on here, this person on there, this person on there. I want to make a record that I know that is going to have cohesiveness with. That's why, you know, if I make a record for somebody, just my own body of work, because I'm so diversified, I will know how to make this artist sound good with this whole body of work. That's why some of our best records came from one producer is just producing it. Because you and that artist get a chance to gel and you really get a chance to live with that artist. I think when me and Aobi make our album, it's going to be incredible because we know each other well. We gel in the studio. I hear his thoughts and we plan and we live with each other enough to be able to say, this is how we're going to make a great album. But when you're just making albums like, okay, I'm going to get Dre, I'm going to get Quick, I'm going to get Battle Cat, I'm going to get Ski, I'm going to get Kanye, I'm going to get on paper, that's going to look dope. But I don't necessarily mean it's going to sound the way it's supposed to sound because it probably will miss that real cohesiveness and that automatic love of just the organicness of just that one producer and that person growing. That's why when you listen to the Manny Freshes and you listen to the KLCs and you listen to, cats that had that chemistry, those records go to be incredible records, man. The Dungeon Family, the stuff I did with Spice, you know what I'm saying? It's like just that, it's magic, man. It's a magic. It's a magic in producers knowing how to produce a record for somebody. That's why the Clips' first album was a classic. 2 producers thrill. Yes. Bless up EA Ski Vic and everyone in the chat. Yes. So, man, that's just something to think about, man. That's just something to think about, man. I just hope people understand, man, when you're going into doing your music, don't think about your music just on the level of, man, I just want to explore myself and get it out there. Think about it like, man, you want to bring value to your production. You want to bring value to your artistry. You don't want to just do anything just to do it. All attention ain't good attention. Put it like that. All attention ain't good attention. Because of your drum ski, I'm getting better with my MPC 1 Plus and Roland JV10. That's what's up, man. That's what I want to hear, sir. That's what I want to hear. I love it. I love it, man. I'm definitely working on some new drums right now. They're coming along, so I'll keep y'all informed. But yeah, hand oil drums. It's got a ring to it. On a side note, and I'm gonna pose this question, man, just to see what y'all think about this. I know we talk about plugins and VSTs, which I'm not really a super fan of. I mean, I can use them and take them for what they are. But what's y'all thoughts about key groups? What if people started actually sampling and using good preamps to sample like the Moog 1? You got a Moog 1 key group, or you got a Montage key group, or you got a, a Summit, a Summit key group. So you can have these keys and they can sound really strong with the pre's going in it, EQ'd up, sounding warm and big. Instead of just using plugins, have real sounding key groups. Do you think that would sound better than just having plugins? Because, the reality is that as you start buying more and more keyboards, man, you got to have space for that. So if you was able to really sample them and get them sounding really good and make great key groups, you could put them in your drum machines. You could put them in your, of course, the MPC allow you to make key groups. So you could put it in your key, in there and really have stuff sounding. Because, I made a couple of key groups, right? And I'm like, bro, when I was at NAMM, I was in the room and I was just playing some of my bass, and it was like boom, and I was like, woo. Them key groups was not playing no games. Like, wouldn't that be another option instead of just using, because all plugins ain't the same. You have some plugins that's cool, but majority of plugins are not. They're just for people to buy so they can have sounds, but they're not really concentrated on. You have some companies like Specisonic that they really focus on having high-end quality plug-in samples. You dig what I'm saying? They get busy, with the Atmosphere and the Trillion and, the Keyscape. They get busy, But, I was just thinking about it. I'm like, I just don't like that thin sound. I just don't like it. And it's like, you'll get some stuff that says a Moog, but it just doesn't sound big. So what if somebody started working on just a gang of selling key groups that sounded amazing, sounded like you got, now you really sampling a Moog, saying they got a Moog and they running it through the processing, and then when you get the key group you playing, you're like, woo, and it just blows you away. Wouldn't that be kind of dope? I'm just picking your brain. Y'all talk to me. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Yes, it would sound better than the plugin. It's from the actual instrument. I'm going to have to learn how to create key groups, having dug into that world. EASK, first of salute as a producer and rapper. In your opinion, it is more beneficial to stick to a niche sound or being versatile with different sounds at times if you in theory could do both. Man, you know what? You'd have to ask. I'm trying to see how to answer. So let me say, first, as a producer and rapper, in your opinion, is it more beneficial to stick to a niche sound or being versatile with different sounds at a time if you in theory could do both? I mean, if you could do both, it's always great because you always show the diversity. But I definitely say if you're strong at something, make sure you get that one really tight and then add on the next one. But to try to do them both, you're going to lack. Like for me, I was a rapper first, prior to what everybody even know. I was rapping. And the only reason why I got into production, because I got tired of, because back then it wasn't producers or beat makers out there. It was just people rapping over instrumentals. I got tired of rapping over instrumentals and other people's stuff. So I was like, oh, let me play around. And I played around, try to make my own sound, try to, one finger, I used to call it a one finger bass line, trying to find a way to make stuff. And, had Casio keyboards, got a 606 and programming. And as time went on, stuff started getting better and better and better. So I kind of was forced to kind of do two at the same time. And the production kind of took off first. So then as the production took off, it gave me even more time to start working even more with the bars. So it's just add to your repertoire if you can. You know what I'm saying? But if you're strong at one thing and that's where you at, stay with that, man. Don't take away from it, because when you do other stuff and you take away from it, it definitely can hurt you. But I've been blessed to do both of them, brother. Let me see. Yes, sample all the sounds you want from low C to high C and use the note variation pitch. The best thing about 3.0 is the key group update. I'm gonna put this on record. This was ski idea. I mean, I just been thinking about it, bro, because I've been saying, like, man, like, people talk about these plugins, and we're giving all of these companies all of this money for just plugins that really they're just okay. I mean, listen, I'm being honest as being a producer, artist, whatever you want to call it. The plugins are okay. Some are better than others, but they don't sound and feel like when I turn this Moog on right here. Not at all. I don't care if that plugin is called Moog 1. It just don't sound like that because of the algorithm they're trying to create. But if you really sitting down and making your own key group and running it through some stuff, the way I ran a couple of things through there, bro, man, when I tell you, I was in my hotel at NAM making stuff, and I went to my Moog, and went to my bass, went to my lead, and I had my ski drums, and I had the boom, ga, boom, 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 doom, ga, boom, 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 and I had the piano. I had the piano coming from the motif. Bro, I felt like I was in my studio. I literally felt like I was in my studio with my headphones on. I felt like I was in my studio. And guess what? I'm going to be mixing that track sometime soon so y'all can hear how it sounds, because it was crazy. It was crazy. And I felt like, now this is what I want to hear. I ain't knocking nobody for plugins. I'm just saying, the more advanced you get at listening and hearing sound, the more you're going to want stuff to sound way closer to the real deal than just the artificial thing. That's just the reality. If your ears start getting great, and most people's ears are not great like that, but it's the more you get, and shout out to J Ham. J Ham just did a dope thing on the MPC 60 where he was just showing the difference between the 60 and the emanate, the clone, versions of the 60, and it's different. Like when your ears start getting trained, you start listening to stuff on a whole nother level. And I'm gonna tell you, it's hard to go backwards when you start hearing what it's really supposed to sound like. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I know a lot of y'all think stuff sound good, and y'all feel like, oh, this is good. This sounds good enough to me. It could sound better. Trust me, it could sound better. You talking to a professional. I had a drummer monitoring station. I thought the drummer was amazing. And then I started talking to a couple of homies, and they said, man, get this other monitoring station. You're going to really hear the difference, Ski. I said, well, my drummer sounds cool. But being that I'm the type of person that want to keep growing, man, I got this Grace M905. I said, I didn't think it could get no better than that. Now I hear everything, even on a whole other level, and the drummer was dope. But it's not as dope as this Grace. There's always other levels, man. It just depends on where you want to go. Some people are just cool here, and they're going to always be cool here. And if that's for you, then that's for you. That's not for me. That's not for me. So when I'm having my conversations, please don't get offended, because I just don't want to be here. I want to be all the way through the ceiling, bro. So my expectation for myself is just never settle. And I'm so glad I went and got this grace because I hear things on a whole nother level now. I'm like, oh my goodness. Our stuff can be so much better, bro. And we just accept mediocrity every day, bro. And this is what they teaching us. Hey, this is good enough. You know, music ain't doing nothing for you. Don't spend all this is great. And we spend all of this money and all of this stuff and we build it, and eventually it's just worthless. It don't even hold no value. It don't hold no value, man. Everyone needs to order EA ski drums before the snares are hard. I love using real analog synth, but I also have an Sonic ES 2000 turbo with filters that take my synth to the next level. So key groups is a great way to go. Yes, EA ski on that double back, you can hear that you are the most seasoned performer on the record. Rich is great as well, but just, oh man, thank you, man. Man, why'd you say that, man? Like, I'm curious, what made you say that, Ice Mike? I'm gonna have Ice Mike on here too, man. I'm gonna bring him on here, man. Legendary at what he do, man. Him and KLC, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring you on. But why'd you say that, bro? I'm just curious because that's interesting you say that. I want to hear more feedback on what you mean by that. The one-on-one drums are my stay too. Yes, the one-on-one drums is dope, man. Running through the Zulu. Yeah, I can't wait to get my Zulu up. That I'm glad you mentioned that. No plug-in can match the Moog 1. True. Very true. Man, I'll play something at the end, Joe. Good Morning Ski is an example of color and texture is Cypher Hill. How can I just kill a man record? Those drums don't sound clean or transparent, but it works for that song. Very true. I want to hear that one you were making with the guitar on here maybe a week ago. Ooh, you're going to have to remind me, bro. I'll be working on so much stuff, I might have forgot which one that was. Melvin agreed, Ice Mike. What do y'all mean? What do you mean, Melvin agreed, Ice Mike? Like tell me what y'all mean so I could process it. You were speaking about being a rapper first. Right. Yeah, I was definitely a rapper first, bro. I was definitely a rapper first. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I didn't know anything about producing or music, man. You know, like I said, my guys was Mantronics, Larry Smith. You know, I mean, my first drum machine I was trying to get was a DMX because of Run DMC. And then my second drum machine was trying to get the 909. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was trying to learn production. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know how to create those patterns. I mean, I think that's the reason why people call me a master of drum machines, because I didn't have them early on. You know, I was on a 606 for years. Just on that 606, the 606 is cool, but it wasn't no 808, and it wasn't no 909, you know what I'm saying, no DMX and no Lynn drums, so I was on there. But when I finally got my chance to get my hands on some of the big boy stuff, I made a vow to make sure that I program these things and be dope on them, like really go, And so, looking up to the guys that set the tone before me, man, that was just so important to me, man, to know how to program and learn these machines and learn how to make them do what I want them to do. That's one of the biggest things. Yeah, as you say, I have a DMX and love it. Yes, sir. I got my DMX, man. Shout out to my man, Paul White, man. He modified it for me. So if anybody know about the DMX, you got to open it up and tune it. Where I got it where it's on top. So you got to tune it on the top where I can just tune it on top instead of keep opening it up. So if y'all ever, need modification, man, Paul White, yeah, he's that guy, man. He's definitely that guy. Let me see. I've been programming my Pulsar 23 drum machine with my RDA. Oh, that's fire. That's fire. The track you played is fire. The track I played early, DeWitt, thank you for the super chat, bro. The track I played earlier was called Double Back with me and Richie Rich. Yes, Joe Fire, I do. So you can go to the consultation, easki.com, go to the consultations, and yeah, we can chop it up on whatever it is. I do the consultations all the time, man. I got one coming up soon, too, as a matter of fact. So anybody that want to do the consultation, just go to easki.com. And, man, we holler about whatever it is, man. You know, some people just holler at me, man, just be like, venting their frustrations about, how the music game is. And, I just try to give them an insight on how to keep their minds right and how, you stay inspired in a game that's crashing, because it's hard to be inspired in a game that's crashing when nobody's helping you. Everybody's out for themselves. And, it's so much bad information out there. Nobody really knows what to do when everybody's pulling you in these different directions. It's very hard to make a firm decision. That's why, man, I try to be really firm with y'all. That's why I don't beat around the bush and play, because if I'm sitting up here playing, you're going to be confused. I tell you, this is what it is. That's it. You can take it or leave it. And that's why I love everybody that came to NAMM, because anybody that came to NAMM, seeing how serious it was and seeing how real what I said was true. Everything I said, anybody that's on here that came to NAMM knew what I said on here was true. They experienced it at NAMM. So I'm not going to play with y'all. I'm not going to misguide you and guide you around like this. Like, no, we're not gonna do that, So, so when you get on my consultation, I definitely just try to inspire you to think like it's a hard business, bro. I'd be lying to saying you gonna make it. We all gonna win. Just because you make beats and you buy all the Kai brands and all the Machine Native Instrument brands and Rupert Neves, and that's not gonna make you win, bro. I'm telling you, what's gonna make you win is your spirituality and believing in what you present from your faith, man. Like I said again, music is a spirituality thing, bro. So, when you're doing music, you have to pray on it so you can be able to make the decisions and be firm on the decisions you make. Because we have doubt every day. You make something like, man, I'm not for sure. I'm not. It's why people go back and forth on different stuff. It's like, bro, you got to make a decision, homie. Cats talk about they do music, they ain't never put no music out. It's hard for me to have a conversation with a person telling me about music and they ain't got no music out for it to be judged. That's why when, the internet is probably one of the best and worst places. It's a good place because there's some people that really want to learn, but it's the worst place because there's some people that just want to play like they know. I'm not going to have a real conversation with you if you haven't put no music out. You better be listening. If you just make beats in your bedroom and you on the internet, yeah, you know how to do it like this. Now, nobody cares, man. You ain't putting no music out for it to be judged. If you have no music out to be judged, your opinion don't matter, homie. It really don't matter. You got to get scrutinized like I get scrutinized. I've been putting music out. I got to get scrutinized. You got to get scrutinized too. Let's see if people like your music. As much as you talk, it's got to back up what you put out. Cats just be talking and don't put nothing out. I'm like, nah, bro, we're not gonna allow that. Ski, is there another machine to print tracks into besides a computer? I mean, you can always get a, like I said again, I have a multi-track, false text, multi-track, 16-track, reel-to-reel. I have a Tascam 238. I go backwards, homie. I go back for the sound. So you could track in anything. I mean, they got even dope digital converters, older digital converter tape machines that you could track your stuff into. You can do all kinds of stuff, bro. Like, it's a lot of stuff. It's just that they're not teaching you can do that. They teaching you this is the way, the doll. You ain't got to do on doll. Man, literally, I could actually use my doll, track everything out, and then track it to my tape machine, and then get a half inch, and print the master on the half inch. Like, it's so many ways you could do stuff to track your stuff and make it sound incredible. You don't have to do it, but it takes a little work. It takes a little work, especially if you're thinking the way I'm thinking. That's why people don't do it, because it takes too much. Okay, I got to go get an old track machine. I got to make sure it's calibrated. I got to do this. Nobody wants to think about that because they're not thinking about doing music to make it sound incredible. They just thinking about how can I get it done quickly. And that's the problem with the whole workflow mentality, is that people are taking workflow and they're compromising sound. And this is a big reason why we're having this problem in the community today, because workflow is outshining sound out, and so people don't think, they don't want to work and turn knobs and really dial their stuff in. They don't want to really hear their sound. They don't want to have to do that. They don't want to have to be on older machines that gave you a good sound source, because it's just so much easier to do this and get all of these algorithms but all these algorithms, they're flat sounds. They don't really sound that good. They don't really emulate what you're trying to emulate, but you make it emulate what you want because that's just convenient. Like I said again, you can make a duck taste like chicken. Quack quack, that's chicken. It's like, okay, you can make anything be what you want it to be if you're gonna be lazy. So it's just all about what you want to put into your stuff, man. Hello, brother. I like how you have guests on your show. Can I be on one day, sir? I don't know. I mean, I don't know how to answer that question, Operation Chicago. I don't know if you can be on this show. It had to make sense. Just saying, can you be on the show is not going to make you be on the show. I don't know. It had to make sense. Like, it just had to make sense. I can't say yes, can't say no. I'm just like, as of right now, I don't see why I would do that. You know what I'm saying? Unless I just want to be nice. Like, hey, man, just come on the show. So I'm not going to say yes or no, but it's possible. Just based on us building a relationship beyond just, you being on here asking to be on the show. Like, we talk and chop it up for a while, and I see you have something valuable to say and it makes sense, then yeah. But just being on the show, just asking, can you be on the show? That makes no sense, homie. I already got a name for that first key group. You're going to see the EA Ski store for purchase. EA Ski finds Roger Lynn and digs up from the grave his deadly bass group. You crazy, bro. Yeah, it's possible, bro. But like I said, we'd have to chop it up more, Operation Chicago. We'd have to chop it up more and build more of a rapport and see if that makes sense for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? We just have to chop it up more and build more of a rapport. Most people that I have on here, I built rapport with over time. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? But I think you would be better not asking me that on the screen and ask me that, you know what I'm saying? Like, in my Instagram or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Build a rapport. Don't just you putting it out there where you put me on the spot where I'm telling you right now, no. You know what I'm saying? But if you build a rapport, anything can happen, man. I get it, you're taking your shot, but that ain't how you do it, bro. You don't just get on the chat and just like, man, I'm gonna come on your show. Like, yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying? Build a rapport, homie. That's how you do it. You build a rapport. Anything is possible. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm a down-to-earth person. I don't have a problem with that. But you got to build a rapport, man. You just can't come on here and say, man, I got a studio. Let's talk about studio. Now let's talk about recording. No. I'm going to teach you something, homie. Relationships you got to build, bro. I don't care if you got the best studio in the world. If I don't got a relationship with you, if I don't feel like you genuine, if I don't feel like you got something to offer as far as being a good person, your studio don't mean nothing. You dig what I'm saying? You can have the best studio in the world. If I don't feel you as a person, as my brother, nah, man. No. So let's build more, homie. I see you, Maximus. What's good? What's good? So yeah, man, I just thought I would share that, man. I thought on a note, man, I just feel like, key groups would definitely be dope, man. Key groups would, if somebody really took the time to really make the right type of key groups, man, it can be crazy, man. It could be crazy. There are 3 producers that have all the original gear, and that's EA, Jess Blaze, and Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. That's what's up, man. Yeah, I definitely got some original stuff, man. Definitely. Yeah. So yeah, y'all think about that, man. I think key groups. I just don't know if I want to do them. I mean, I might do them for me, but I ain't doing them for everybody else. So I'm just giving the ideas to somebody that's out there that really got some of this vintage stuff to put some nice and you know, process it right and make it dope. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the way you're going to get all your stuff in one space without having a bunch of keyboards, you know, have stuff sounding amazing. And that's what I try to do for the drums. I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep you from having to go to the EQ and the compressor and stack drums. I try to give you drums that's just already just banging. I don't want to turn into the synth key group guy. I don't want to have to do that. I'm telling you that right now. I don't want to have to do that. That's not what I want to do at all. And I think it's a good idea. It's just I don't want to do it. So to be honest with you, I'm gonna get some of my couple, you know, people that I know to make them sound the way I want. Georgia Muscle has some nice key groups. Man, I gotta hear his key groups too, man. Georgia Muscle, man, where my key groups at, bro? Shout out to my brother Georgia Muscle, man. He out there doing things and he's smart. That's why he did the key group. Tone Lab, that's who I was looking at. My brother Tone Lab. Yep. I'm talking to him today. He's somebody that does that type of stuff. You know what I mean? But somebody that's gonna do it right, man. Like not just make them, just like they gotta sound incredible, bro. Do it for us, Ski. Take my money. Man, listen, man. You know, one thing about drums I love, synths I love, but I don't love having to dial them in and go through all the parameters. Like that's a lot, along with processing. I'll do a couple of them, but I'm not gonna sit up there. Nah, I'd rather pay for that myself. If somebody do them and they do them great, I'll pay for them because I don't see myself doing that. Lucky I do the drums because that's just what I do. But doing that, man, I mean, look at these knobs, man. Y'all see these knobs on here? You see how many knobs is going across this thing right here? Now, I know you're thinking, oh, when you turn it on, it's just going to sound dope. No. It's going to sound what it sound like. It's not until you start dialing them knobs in, you like, ooh, you got to dial them knobs in on these synths. This ain't no game. I have the utmost respect for the guys, that synth guys that really dial them in and know how to get them all, turn that square up and add that triangle and hit that in. And then you hit this, you hit that, and you hit that filter curve. And like, damn. I know how to do it. I just don't want to do it on the regular. Like, that's crazy. That's the reason why, you know what I'm saying? When I do certain things, I just make a preset so I ain't got to go make that again. Because if you lose it, oh, man. It's a heartbreak. I remember one time I made something, it was so dope, and I think I hit a preset by accident or hit something by accident and just lost what I made. I was so disgusted because I was sitting there tweaking for a while like, oh, this is perfect. I think it was a lead sound. And I hit something by accident and just lost it. I was like, oh my goodness. And you never get it back the way you want it. Yeah, you might get it close, but it never be the way you really wanted it. Because now you got to remember what all the stuff you did to it. It's like, come on, man. Big shout out to the synth guys. All the synth guys is out there that do sound design and synth, man, nothing but my utmost respect to you guys. That is beautiful, man. You know how, and I'm talking about there's some people that know how to sound design, but just don't know how to play. You know, there's some guys that just know how to sound design and get you the sound you want, but they might not be the best players. You know what I mean? So I think that's something that needs to happen, man. Key groups, man, because ain't nothing going to sound better than that. I don't think. I don't know. I don't think. Most synth sounds terrible out the box. I totally agree with you, True. Like, if you get on the Moog, you hear sound, it's the bass, and like, you're like, why they use that as a preset? That wasn't appealing to the ears. You know what I'm saying? And then you got some synths that's made for presets, like the Sub 37. You get on a Sub 37, it's got stuff that's just dope. Them presets is just automatically. But you get a Model D, good luck. because you better start working. You better get your ears together and start tweaking, because that's all you're gonna be doing on that thing. Is tweaking sounds all day. You get one sound, ain't no preset saving. Start working on another one. You know what I mean? It's not a game. I be like that, Ski. My best song I lost from my drive failing. Man, see what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Yeah, the Sub 37 got definitely some dope stuff in it. You know what I'm saying? So 100 makes some dope key groups. So 100, yep. I forgot about my man there. Yeah, So 100 got some great. If y'all go follow So 100, he got some dope key groups. Sound really incredible, strong, dope, fire. So 100 is dope. Definitely. Go check out the homie. Go definitely check him out, man. Channel R, what you saying? Hold up. How is the word spelled synth? Yeah, there you go. I got my mini freak. So yeah, man, that's just something to think about, man. I just think I think that's something we should be talking about, man, is key groups. I think we should really be talking about it, you know, like key groups, like really, really getting some dope. And I'm talking about not just from synth, I'm talking about from pianos, organs, strings, you know, like somebody that's really gonna take the time to layer the strings to make it sound real. You know what I'm saying? Where it has those dynamics, because you know, you just can't just play no strings. It's gotta sound full and big. You know what I mean? The person that does it the best way and make it sound good, you got my money. You got my money, bro. You got it. Because I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm not gonna do it. I might do some for my own personal use, but I'm not for sale. Nah. I'm not about to sit up there and do all that type of work. I got too many records to work on. I don't got the time for that. But somebody that do it, that got the time, you got my money if you do it correctly. If you do it correctly, I got you. But on the flip note, I am getting ready to come with these new drums. And trust me, now that I'll do. Because I make drums every day. I'm constantly working on drums. So I ain't about to play with these drums. That's one thing I'm not going to do, is play with these drums. So get ready for some new drums coming soon, y'all. I'm just working for my bass guitar to make it in the mail. International mail sucks. I understand. Well, man, look, shout out to everybody. Nothing but love and respect, man. I just want to just chop it up. Put it in your mind, man. You know what I'm saying? There's some other things that we can do to make our stuff sound amazing. We don't have to just settle for the norm. If y'all are trying to do y'all production and you really feel like you want to get out of the computer and you feel like the computer is just not giving you that oomph and that help, there's all kinds of ways, man. Like I said again, they got tape machines, they got reel-to-reels, you know. They got, you know, you can go back and record some of your stuff on some of the four-track tapes and get some of that feeling from that. Like, there's ways to do stuff to get stuff beef, some in mixers, you know. So, you know, it's just, what are you invested in? Do you really care about your sound, or are you just happy making music? And this ain't no shot at nobody, but you talking to me. I love my music to sound a certain way. So if you ever hear me speak, it's speaking from, I'm trying to get my stuff to sound as incredible as I can. I don't want it to be flat. I don't want it to be thin. I don't want it to sound sterile. I don't want it to sound just transparent. I want it to feel good, warmth, some depth, some color, you know, and that's what I'm going for. So, you know, when you hear me talking, I'm talking from at this level. So if you're not ready for that conversation, you might want to just move on to somebody else that talk your talk, because that's all I know. Ski, we need both Moog and Oberheim key groups. The new NI plugins for MPC don't sound very good. The sound just like they copied the plugin they already. Oh, wow. Really, bro? Oh, that's crazy. That's good to know, man. I didn't know that. That's good to know, Melvin. I did not know that. Catchy Noise, what's good, sir? Big dog, my patch base should be completed this weekend. Just waiting for my cables to arrive. Salute to the king. All systems go. Man, salute, Catchy Noise. Get it in, brother. I love hearing it, bro. I love hearing that. On a side note, man, this Saturday, members even if you're not a member, y'all can become a member before Saturday, man. We giving away the 61 key, you know what I'm saying? MIDI controller by Atara. So, Atara, Ultra. I always say that name wrong. I don't know why, but y'all know what I mean. So I'm giving that away, you know what I'm saying, this Saturday. The JV 8,000 key groups. The JV 8,000. The JV 8,000. I know I would love the JD 800 key groups. I know that. And I got a JD 800. If somebody would make a key group and do it right, I'll let them use my JD 800 to do it right. Vic, tell Only the Funk how to become a member. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all what I'm giving away so y'all know. 6 a.m. Saturday, you gotta be here to get it. If you're not online Saturday morning, there was a couple of people that wasn't on the live when we gave away the preamps and gave away the mic. I'm telling you now, you need to be on here. We're gonna spin this wheel right here. I'm gonna show you the wheel we're gonna be spinning. This wheel. I'm finna show you what we're giving away. That's gonna be the wheel. Yes, indeed. This gonna be the giveaway, man. And y'all tell Vic not to have none of that hand oil on her hands when she spin the wheel. So y'all gotta be on there, man. Saturday, 6 a.m. Gotta be on there. You gotta be on there. If you're not on there, 1, 2, 3, we spinning again. Spinning again. This is dope. I really want to keep this for myself because I don't have a MIDI controller. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, this is kind of dope, man. But big shout out. So if you're not members, man, go try to get a member. Let me know. We're definitely giving this away Saturday morning, man. Let me see what's going on. Is Ronson producing your 1,200 every year? No. Yo, bro, give me inspiration or good motivation in some form. That's all I need. Awesome. Yes. What is the other item we are giving away? This is the one for right now. You know what I'm saying? I haven't got the other one yet, but I'm gonna probably be giving away the MIDI. You know what? I'll let y'all know. It might be another giveaway too that day. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna hit my dude to see because I was supposed to get the actual mini one. That's actually a limited edition. So it might be 2 giveaways, but as of right now, it's this one. But if there's another one, y'all will know by Saturday. But be ready for Saturday for this one. And if there's another one, then that'll be a bonus. I'll let you know. It probably do come with freebies. Probably come with some stuff you can load. Y'all got to be members, y'all. All right? So y'all go get the membership. Let me know what's good. What is it? Yeah, that's what's up with that. And you know, that's where we at, man. Nothing but love and respect to everybody, man. Yeah, them key groups though, man. That's what's on my mind right now, is some key groups. I'm out of here, man. Y'all check out this record I did with me and Double R, Richie Rich. I'm out.
Yeah. The almighty EA ski. Track.
Yeah. Hey. We ain't wasting no time, getting straight to the cash. Didn't wanna count it too fast, had a double bag. And we came from nothing, so you wouldn't understand. Whole lot of pains every time that I double back. Made a few flips, had a double that. Making boss moves, it don't matter where I'm at. Keep it chrome in the ride, so you know I never lack. I ain't taking chances, so I'm a double back.
Spin Tacoma, dropped the pack off. Said he was doing bad, so I knocked the rack off. I had some game in the room I had to check on. And I'm the type of nigga who name you put some spec on. I hope this nigga do the right thing. Look, he better come back with the right chain. I'd hate to have to hit him with the flame. Shit, but that's part of the game. Look, now you gon' run me my money, I'ma give you some trouble. Think I'm finna let it slide, then back I'ma double. Told you when I dropped it off what you needed to pay me. You the type of nigga take my shit, then try to play me. Well look, I'm the type of nigga to bust back. And you gon' run it in, trust that. Shit, let it slide, nigga, fuck that. Ski, flip a bitch, we finna double back.
We ain't wasting no time, getting straight to the cash. Didn't wanna count it too fast, had a double bag. And we came from nothing, so you wouldn't understand. Whole lot of pains every time that I double back. Made a few flips, had a double that. Making bounce moves, it don't matter where I'm at. Keep it chrome in the ride, so you know I never lack. I ain't taking chances, so I'm a double
I'm EA
back.
from the O, reppin' CA for show. Got a clip full of hits, double back with the flow. You need a hit, I got fire and plus some drum kits. And a beat machine nerves can go dumb with. Stupid, I'm down with Richie, moving hits through the city. We so heavy on vinyl, DJs get itchy. Built an empire on production and dope rhymes. And all the homies on the block get richer from dope crimes. I ain't got that kind of time for the police. I'm in the starship in the crib cooking mo beats. See, I be decorating walls, halls full of platinum and gold. Another track, another million souls. Beating up the track like a pimp in the hole while I'm staying solidified in the midst of the O. All that trolling on your computer is whack. You gon' make your block hot if I have to double back.
We ain't wasting no time, getting straight to the cash. Didn't wanna count it too fast, had a double bag. And we came from nothing, so you wouldn't understand. Whole lot of pains every time that I double back. Made a few flips, had a double that. Making bounce moves, it don't matter where I'm at. Keep it chrome in the ride, so you know I never lack. I ain't taking chances, so I'm a double back.
Jack, you crazy. The day I give away a Mode 1, boy, the game will be a whole different game for giveaways when I give a Mode 1 up. I'll let y'all hear that again, man.
The almighty
Thank y'all, man,
EA
for love.
ski.
Thank y'all.
Track.
We might shoot a video to this.
We ain't wasting no time, getting straight to the cash. Didn't wanna count it too fast, had a double bag. And we came from nothing, so you wouldn't understand. Whole lot of pains every time that I double back. Made a few flips, had a double that. Making bounce moves, it don't matter where I'm at. Keep it chrome in the ride, so you know I never lack. I ain't taking chances, so I'm a double back.
Spin Tacoma, dropped the pack off. Said he was doing bad, so I knocked the rack off. I had some game in the room I had to check on. And I'm the type of nigga who name you put some spec on. I hope this nigga do the right thing. Look, he better come back with the right chain. I'd hate to have to hit him with the flame. Shit, but that's part of the game. Look, now you gon' run me my money, I'ma give you some trouble. Think I'm finna let it slide, then back I'ma double. Told you when I dropped it off what you needed to pay me. You the type of nigga take my shit, then try to play me. Well look, I'm the type of nigga to bust back. And you gon' run it in, trust that. Shit, let it slide, nigga, fuck that. Ski, flip a bitch, we finna double back.
We ain't wasting no time, getting straight to the cash. Didn't wanna count it too fast, had a double bag. And we came from nothing, so you wouldn't understand. Whole lot of pains every time that I double back. Made a few flips, had a double that. Making bounce moves, it don't matter where I'm at. Keep it chrome in the ride, so you know I never lack. I I ain't taking chances, so I'm a double
EA
back.
from the O, reppin' CA for show. Got a clip full of hits, double back with the flow. You need a hit, I got fire and plus some drum kits. And a beat machine nerves can go dumb with. Stupid, I'm down with Richie, moving hits through the city. We so heavy on vinyl, DJs get itchy. Built the empire on production and dope rhymes. And all the homies on the block get richer from dope crimes. I ain't got that kind of time for the police. I'm in the starship in the crib cooking mo beats. See, I be decorating walls, halls full of platinum and gold. Another track, another million souls. Beating up the track like a pimp in the hole while I'm staying solidified in the midst of the O. All that trolling on your computer is whack. You gon' make your block hot if I have to double back.
We ain't wasting no time, getting straight to the cash. Didn't wanna count it too fast, had a double back. And we came from nothing, so you wouldn't understand. Whole lot of pains every time that I double back. Made a few flips, had a double that. Making bounce moves, it don't matter where I'm at. Keep it chrome in the ride, so you know I never lack. I ain't taking chances, so I'm a double back.
Double back. Man, I appreciate the love, y'all, man. Thank y'all for the words, man. I like how you stack your vocal ski. Yeah, you know, I do my stuff a certain way, man, where it's the clarity, where it's precise, you know. And like I said again, a big difference when I'm rhyming is that, I don't write my rhymes no more. So I live with it and I live with it. And so when I deliver it, the cadence is there. Everything is there because I've been living with it for so long. So I've been blessed, thank God, that I don't write no more, which is crazy, man. Since I wrote this song called Lord Have Mercy, God has blessed me where I haven't had to write it on and just stay in my head. So by the time I lay it down, it's just the projection is there. You know what I'm saying? I'm EA from the O, repping CA for show. Got a clip full of hits, double back with the flow. You need a hit, I got, like I understand how to. And this is what I mean by studying your craft, man. Just don't rap just to be rapping. Have some conviction, have some prioritize and have some what's the word? It start with a P. Purpose. Have some purpose with what you're doing, And I just appreciate, just being able to just be a real lyricist with my conviction and what I stand on, man. And I just appreciate people hearing that in the recordings and how I try to record the vocals, how I try to make sure stuff sounds amazing, the definition, the width of it, so you feel it and it hits. So I just appreciate the words from everybody. I'm going to try to continue to bring y'all dope music, dope production, dope bars, albums. And, man, I just appreciate everybody rocking, man, and paying attention, man. So I love y'all, man. Y'all have a blessed day, man. Have a blessed Thursday. God bless, man. Stay focused. Stay inspired. The almighty EA. I'm out.